Greetings, citizens, and welcome back to the Hidden Dagger Inn. I'm your host, ILLPeonU, and today we're taking a deep dive into, well, you guessed it, Ashes of Creation. And that's not only making waves in the MMORPG community, but more importantly, we're going to be going over the man behind the vision, Steven Sharif, and what makes him the perfect leader for this ambitious project. So, you ask, is Ashes of Creation for you? Let's find out! To first understand this project, we have to take a step back and first get to know Steven Sharif, as he is the X factor in his whole development, and I will delve into that in a minute. But first, who is Steven Sharif? Steven Sharif is widely recognized as the visionary behind the aspiring project. Ashes of Creation, his journey into the MMORPG development stems from a deep-seated passion for a game and desire to innovate within the genre. Steven's move to develop Ashes of Creation represents a pivot from his earlier career of real estate and investment into pursuing a lifelong passion for MMOs. The game aims to revitalize the MMORPG scene by emphasizing player choices and their impacts on the game world, offering a dynamic and immersive experience that allows players to shape an in-game civilization and history. To first see if his idea would take to the community, he launched the Kickstarter campaign of Ashes of Creation in 2017, and it quickly surpassed the initial goal of $750,000, demonstrating significant community support and interest. Financially, Steven Sharif and his husband, CFO John Moore, are the primary backers of Ashes of Creation, contributing a substantial personal investment towards the project's development. The total cost at the time to bring all the envisioned features to life was estimated around $30 million, a figure that underscores the project's ambitious scale compared to the other crowdfunding MMORPGs. Crowdfunding efforts, including Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign, completed with 19,576 backers, raising an additional $3,271,809. At the time of game production, he began with a team of 15 to 20 people. He now works closely with a team of nearly 200 experienced professionals, drawing on their expertise from other successful games such as EverQuest, PlanetSide 1 and 2, and Fallout, to ensure that the game realizes its full potential. What's really important to note is that Steven's role extends well beyond the financial backing. He is deeply involved in the game's design and development, leveraging his own business acumen and passion for MMOs to lead the project. While some have described Ashes of Creation as a vanity project, Steven prefers to see it as a passion project, driven by his love for the genre and desire to contribute something meaningful to our community. Over the last 7 years, I've had the opportunity to converse with several of Steven's former guildmates who have shared experiences with him in the past. When inquiring whether Steven I've observed on YouTube mirrors his real self, the unanimous verdict was affirmative. They described him as one of the most sincere and game-passionate individuals one would encounter. This authenticity and zeal are precisely what drew me to support his project initially. Steven is bringing to life a concept that many of us have envisioned in the realm of modern MMORPGs, a game crafted by gamers for gamers, by investing his own resources. Steven is truly embodying the principle of committing fully to one's beliefs. This dedication is exactly why you should feel enthusiastic about Steven spearheading this project. But wait, there's more! So you ask Peon, why is Steven perfect for making the world of Vera? Well, let's break that down. Steven's experience as a dungeon master, a DM in Pathfinder, positions him uniquely to breathe life into an expansive world of Vera. This role is celebrated for its depth and complexity and rich narrative potential, and is no small feat. It demands a combination of storytelling prowess, deep understanding of intricate game mechanics, and the ability to weave player actions into the fabric of an ever-evolving tale. And it's very evident watching him as he DMs his Pathfinder event for his extra live streams. His passion and intent is clear as day. And here's a more in-depth and closer look as to why this makes him the ideal architect for Vera. We're going to break down the role of a Pathfinder Dungeon Master in different categories. The first being narration and refereeing. As the linchpin of a gaming experience, the DM orchestrates the adventure, ensuring the story flows smoothly while maintaining the integrity of the game rules. Next step would be world building. They craft or adapt intricate worlds, setting up the stage for epic adventures. Sound familiar? The third step is preparation. Hours of work going into crafting adventures, characters, and scenarios, a testament to a DM's commitment to the game. Adaptability. The unpredictable nature of players, especially MMO players, decisions necessitate on-the-spot creativity and flexibility. And then you have balance. Crafting experiences that are challenging yet achievable requires a delicate touch, ensuring all players feel engaged. Social skills, effective communication, and group management are crucial for a harmonious and dynamic game environment. Anyone who's watched Steven knows that he's a very eloquent speaker. Those are just some of the required skills to make a world come alive and weaving the intricate tapestry of the world of Era. Steven draws not only from the foundational skills honed through Pathfinder, but also from a reservoir of inspiration from other MMORPGs. Incorporating aspects like Lineage 2's corruption system, EVE Online's regional economy and risk-reward dynamics, along with ArcAge building and transportation and naval combat systems. This eclectic blend of influences, underpinned by rigorous demands and creative fulfillment of a Pathfinder DM, makes Steven exceptionally equipped to forge a living, breathing universe that players can immerse themselves in, setting the stage for unparalleled adventures in Ashes of Creation. Steven is essentially transforming Ashes of Creation into a dynamic, ever-evolving, real-time game that mirrors the immersive experience of Dungeons & Dragons, complete with an ongoing series of story arcs. Steven aims to create a groundbreaking game that bridges the eras of MMOs, offering a comprehensive experience that caters to veterans and newcomers alike. This game will encapsulate the essence of MMO evolution, blending the rich history and progression of a genre to appeal to a broad spectrum of players. In the nonsense stages of MMO development, games were constrained by technological limitations of their time, often featuring simplistic 2D sprites or rudimentary 3D graphics tailored to the era's modest internet capabilities, typically using dial-up connections, and boy do I remember those. I digress. Gameplay during these early years was straightforward yet demanding, characterized by extensive grinding and a minimal focus on narrative elements, challenging players to commit considerable time and effort with little guidance through steep learning curves and clunky interfaces. These initial MMOs fostered intimate, tightly knit communities through their subscription-based access model, albeit updates and game enhancements were infrequent and cumbersome to implement. Contrastingly, modern MMOs showcase the pinnacle of gaming technology, with stunning 3D visuals and expansive immersive worlds optimized for high-speed internet, facilitating smoother gameplay and accommodating a large concurrent player base. Today's MMOs boast a diverse gameplay mechanics, from engaging quest systems to exploratory adventures and complex PvP combat and detailed crafting, all underpinned by rich storytelling and character development. Efforts to broaden the accessibility have introduced tutorials, refined interfaces, and numerous quality of life adjustments, easing the entry barrier for new players along with every meta that you're going to find on YouTube. Furthermore, the transition towards free-to-play models supplemented by microtransactions has democratized access while expansive and vibrant online communities thrive on social media and in-game. Steven's vision to merge these eras, taking the historical significance, community spirit, and challenging gameplay of early MMOs and blending them with technological advancements, accessibility, and dynamic content of modern MMOs. This aspiring project aims not only to celebrate the genre's legacy, but also set a new standard for inclusivity and evolution in the MMO space, inviting players from all generations to partake in shared, ever-evolving online adventure. Now, I'm not going to go into every reason you should try Ashes of Creation. This has already been done before by far greater content creators than myself. That would make for an excessively long video. However, here are some concise reasons. Dynamic world. Ashes of Creation promises a dynamic and evolving world where players' actions significantly impact the environment. This is an aspect likely to appeal to both veteran gamers longing for a meaningful gameplay and newcomers eager to influence their gaming world. Player-driven economy is another one. The game's economy, primarily influenced by player actions, harks back to the depths of economic systems found in the early MMORPGs. It's also attractive to new players who enjoy sandbox elements and having a tangible effect on the game world. Classifying itself as a PvX game, innovative PvP and PvE Intrepid Studio promises a unique PvE encounters and expansive PvP battles. This approach is designed to satisfy both competitive players and those who prefer cooperative gameplay or story-driven content. Community focus, with a robust system for guilds, communities, player-driven cities, and governance. Ashes of Creation aims to build a strong sense of community. It seeks to attract those who fondly remember the close-knit communities of early MMORPGs, as well as those in search of a friendly and inclusive environment. Lastly, advanced graphics and technology. By leveraging the latest technology and high-quality graphics, the game targets a new generation of gamers who value visual appearance and performance. Simultaneously, it caters to veteran players by modernizing nostalgic gameplay elements for today's gaming scene. Last but not least, one of the strongest reasons to have faith in Ashes of Creation is its independence from a profit-driven corporation. The same corporations over the past 2 decades that have shown minimal concern for player experience, focusing instead on profit maximization. The absence of a traditional publisher for a video game like Ashes of Creation has several implications, both for its development and its interaction with player community. Consider these points. Creative independence. Steven has complete creative autonomy without a publisher's oversight, potentially leading it to more innovative and distinctive gameplay. Decisions that are based off a developer's vision rather than on-the-market demands or profitability concerns, typically emphasized by publishers. Direct player communication. The development team can directly interact with their audience, ensuring transparent communication and rapid implementation of player feedback. This direct engagement can enhance the relationship between developers and their community, as players witness the suggestions being implemented. Development flexibility. The absence of a publisher-imposed deadline means developers can take their time if they need. Not too much more, Steven, please. Potentially releasing a more refined product. The game can debut when it's genuinely ready, avoiding the pitfalls of rushed development. And control over monetization. With complete control, developers can devise a monetization strategy that benefit both the game and its players, sidestepping the publisher's profit-driven motives. This approach could result in a more reasonable pricing and less aggressive microtransaction. Dedication to long-term growth. Developers in charge of their project's direction are more likely committed to its ongoing success, and community leading to continuous updates and expansions that maintain the game's appeal over time. So there you have it, folks. Now you know much more about Steven, his passion, and why a specific set of skills make his game of Ashes of Creation a nightmare for other MMO developers, and why you should be behind this game 100%, knowing that you have a gamer making a game for you. If you're still watching this video, I'd like to say thank you. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, as it really helps me out being a new channel. Also, leave a comment below if you feel Ashes of Creation might now be for you. If you're looking for a community to learn about Ashes of Creation, stop by my Discord and say hi, or catch me live on Twitch TV every Saturday at 5 and talk Ashes with me. Thank you, Vera, and have a great day.
Work complete.